Welcome to What the F***. It's like a less dignified version of Cops. Let's get a preview of tonight's show from Timothy Walton in our legal department. Hey, Timothy, what do we have in store for tonight's show?
Jim, tonight we'll learn whether horror movies are a necessary part of a long-term relationship. Also, how many frogs to kiss to find that long-term relationship. All about the next iteration in phone sex and the surgical technique that produces orgasms. Jim?
Thanks a lot, Timothy. We'll see you at the end of the show. Hey, let's meet tonight's panel, voted the most diverse panel by the viewers of MSNBC. Both of them. In the far chair, it's international woman of intrigue, Cynthia Gregory. She's so mysterious. Stephen Hawking promises to figure her out after he figures out the grand unification theory. In the middle chair, it's program director Kate Swanson. She's so charming, she convinced the Audubon Society to accept duck hunters as members. In between them, he's the host of KMVT's only live show, John Wants Answers. It's John Bink. If Insightful Questions was a shopping mall elevator, teenage girls would go up and down on him. And joining us from an undisclosed remote location, it's attorney at law Alex Clark. If brilliant legal arguments were lifeboats, passengers on the Titanic would fight just to get off on him. Issue number 1. Will 3 questions catch your perfect match? Let's see. Oh gosh, I hate it when they say, oh, scroll up please. Where matchmakers, blind dates, and couples therapy failed, Harvard mathematicians think they have succeeded. According to them, merely asking 3 odd questions will determine if a couple is a good match. Those questions are, do you like horror movies? Have you ever traveled around another country alone? And wouldn't it be fun to check it all and go live on a lifeboat? If someone's answers to those 3 questions are the same as yours, that person is likely a good match. They also have some online dating advice for profiles. Bad spelling and grammar turnoffs. Telling women they are awesome or fascinating is more effective than physical compliments like sexy and beautiful. So, for further comment, we meet the woman Harvard mathematician said was my perfect match, Olga Baby Numchatka. Olga, your thoughts? Yeah, well, they didn't tell me that she had kids. That's kind of a deal breaker.
Yeah.
But anyways, Cynthia, I'm going to go with you. 3 questions, a true love. What's your take on that?
I think that you still are desperately looking for the formula to find a woman, and I can tell you right now that these 3 questions aren't going to help you a bit.
Okay. Would they help you?
Absolutely not. I've got better questions than those.
Such as?
So, how big is it, and how long will it last? And, you know, of course, I'm talking at my age about a financial portfolio.
That's what I was wondering about. Okay. Anything? Oh, so you're pretty much into the gold digging. Okay. Right.
Well, you know, I've just finished a remodel. I'm busted right now, man.
So girls got to eat, right?
A girl's got to eat and got to keep her marble polished.
Okay. I don't know if marbles are euphemism for anything
We can talk about that in the next story.
We'll just worry about the travertine, right? Okay. Kate? These
Yes.
3 questions, do you think they are the key to finding the perfect match for you?
Well, it's hard to argue with math.
Well, you have a husband, right?
I have a husband.
All right. And did you go over these, did you just, as a retro thing, did you ever go over these 3 questions with him?
No.
Okay.
And I know that we feel differently about horror movies.
So you like them, he doesn't?
No.
Okay, other way around?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, but other than that, you guys, either you've been to a foreign country alone?
No.
Okay,
We have not.
So that matches.
Okay.
And do both of you think it'd be kind of cool to check it all away and live on a sailboat?
No, just me.
Okay, he thinks it's cool, right?
No.
He doesn't?
He doesn't.
Okay, but you think it's cool?
I do.
Okay. John?
Hey.
What's your... Okay.
Hey.
So you're looking good after your fashion show there.
Well, thank you.
So now I hear you're in the dating world again.
Yes.
So will you be trying these 3 questions?
No, I don't think these will fully figure it out for me.
Okay. No, assuming that you are looking for a long-term relationship, right?
Yeah.
As opposed to Ms. Right now?
There's going to be some right now before I find Miss Right.
Okay. So you won't be using these 3 questions at all, right?
No. Well, I won't be seeing horror movies.
Okay. Not that you were seeing her, you just find out if they like them or not.
Oh.
when you ask, hey, do you like horror movies? Have you ever traveled alone? And would it be cool to check it all live on a sailboat for a year?
Yeah.
I
could imagine these questions would come up.
What questions do you use?
Have you been tested?
Okay. Really? Okay. Yeah, dressed up like that, you just, hey baby, have you been tested?
Hey baby.
What's
you
IQ?
got your papers?
Papers? What papers are we talking about, John?
the results.
Oh, okay, as opposed to like dating from the foreign pool.
But we're digressing.
Oh, okay. Are we now? Okay. No. So what questions? Okay, so what other questions do you use?
I want to know what kind of career they're in.
Okay.
You know, some of their interests.
Right.
Do they like hamburgers and pizza?
Right.
You know, because I'm not into that frou-frou food.
Okay. You mean fruit? You mean fruits and vegetables?
No. I like fruits and vegetables. I just don't like foreign like sea bass with like the eyes of newt and seaweed and
Kale.
kale.
Do you know what kale is?
It's a spinach wannabe.
Okay.
Is what I can understand.
Okay.
And they usually dry it, and I don't know.
Okay. So you're not using these questions at all, right?
Not these particular questions. No.
Okay.
No.
All right. And you're not buying this theory at all.
No, I'm not. I think.
Would you even try it? Just
It's a joke.
okay.
It'd be hilarious.
You apparently aren't desperate enough, darling.
He's not a believer. You're not a believer.
Yeah.
I'm not a believer in these three questions.
Or believer.
Yeah, you should
Maybe
try it.
maybe there are three questions. I just don't think these are them.
Okay. All right. So
That's
you
math.
are. So you're better than the Harvard mathematicians, right?
I think these hard mathematicians were just trying to guide the questions to satisfy their own choices in life.
Okay. All right. That's true. All right. Alex, don't think I forgot you. How are you doing over there?
Doing fine. I'm speaking from the comfort of my utility closet at 2 a.m, but it's fine.
All right. So what's your take on these three questions?
I think that horror movie question is interesting. I'd actually like to go on a date and ask the young lady, are you interested in long-term relationships? Would you like to have kids in the near future? And what do you think about Rosemary's Baby?
Ah, there you go.
That would be an interesting date, don't you think?
It would be, but see, I think the theory behind these three questions is that they're indirect questions. If you ask direct questions, potential mates will already have prepared answers, and these three questions will get the same information without them expecting it. So, you're married, right, Alex?
Subtlety, yeah, okay, yes, I am. Indeed, I am. Jim.
Did you ask these three questions of your lovely wife?
No, I just pull out the special edition Exorcist video and see what my lovely mate thought about it. Actually, we do get along. We do like horror movies.
Okay.
The other two questions, I'm not too sure. I haven't broached those questions.
You'll save that for later, right?
Absolutely, but she's already signed the papers, so he's stuck with me.
You mean the papers that John was asking for? Oh, never mind. All right. Hey, issue number 2. His partner number 5, the number to thrive. MSN, the developer of Windows Vista, has developed a love formula that can work out the key ingredients for a successful, long-lasting relationship. It has revealed that the number of sexual partners someone has can affect their relationship success. MSN's formula claims to predict how many years you will be with your partner. It factors in the number of years you knew each other before dating, the number of prior partners the couple had collectively, the values the man places on honesty, the value a woman places on money, what they both value in humor, children, sex, and in-laws. The 5 sexual partners considered important because by then, people really know what they want and are willing to ask for it. But you know who doesn't really need to know what he wants? This guy. Yeah, that's actually the reenactment of my love life. It's always a moving target. It's always a moving target. Hey, John, 5th sexual partner. Right. Is agree or disagree?
I disagree. I did some calculations, and number 5 was a brief relationship.
Okay. But what was? Tell me about number. Should I ask you who number 5 was?
I couldn't nail it down. But I knew it was during my Renaissance days.
Your what days? Your what?
It was in my between long-term relationships.
Okay.
It was number 5.
Okay. Were you drunk?
No.
Okay.
I haven't been drunk since 1989.
Okay. Do I really want to know what number 5 was? No, I don't really not know what number 5 was.
It was in the 2000s.
Okay. All right. So you're not buying this at all, right?
No. I think guys typically want as many partners as they can get.
Okay.
And number 5 can just go by very quickly.
For a guy dressed up like you, 5 goes by really quickly, right? Especially almost like in the night, right? Especially when you have a lot of money at the whorehouse, right?
Yeah.
And a bottle of blue pills.
Yeah, I think that picking a number, I think, is just pretty arbitrary.
Okay. So you're not buying this at all?
No, not at all.
All right. Cynthia, did you number 5?
Well, what I want to know is it only 5 or is it multiples of 5? Because I've been trying to figure out if the number is divisible by 5, does that mean that it's likely a potential partner? So that I think there's some tweaking that I would have to do for the formula to actually work.
Okay, so you've blown by 5.
Well, I am an international woman of intrigue.
Oh, that's
so
true. Do you remember who 5 was?
Of course not. Well, wait a minute. It's probably in my files.
Okay.
But I don't remember.
Is that the one that said day or night?
Shoot, Karen. It's been too long. Actually, the passphrase was something very different. It was like, how many porcupines does it take to count artichokes properly for the papacy? Something really bizarre,
Okay.
Just,
right. Do you regret number 5 now, letting number 5 go?
If only I remembered the details of the assignment. No, the assignment and the assignation. Then perhaps I would regret it. I have to go back and look in my voluminous files to figure out what it is.
All right, Kate, buying this or not?
Actually, it was a pretty complicated formula, and I started doing it for my husband and I to see, if I should stay with him after all these years.
What number did you get?
I'm not really that good at arithmetic.
You couldn't figure it out?
Yeah, I gave up after.
It's almost like installing Windows Vista, right?
Yes, it was horrible. It was like, this is not worth it.
Hey, Alex, did you try the formula, or was that too late in the evening for you?
I was actually trying to follow along with you reciting that equation, and I really couldn't catch all of the details, and yes, a little bit late here. However, I will say that I'm a little bit impressed or kind of shocked by your panelists, and I'm actually glad I'm not there live. I really wouldn't want to shake the hands of any of those people there.
I'm sure the feeling is mutual, Alex, but for different reasons. Thank you very much. We're out of time for the segment. On to our first break. At the after party. Anyways, issue number 3. Would you lick your phone to make her moan? They say there's an app for everything, and the Lick This app promises to do just that. Or at least improve one's oral skills. The app had users flick lights on with a switch and turn a crank by literally licking the screen. Quote, do we think you'll be a better lover because of it? No, says co-founder Chris Hallett. Quote, do we think it's an interesting approach to human-computer interaction and making people think about their sexuality and maybe start a conversation? Totes, unquote. I don't know what the idea that means. Developers advise covering the phone in plastic wrap prior to licking. Currently, there are only 3 tongue exercises available on Lick This, but more are coming, no pun intended, including moving a zipper up and down, solving a maze, ringing a doorbell. Someone even suggested tongue whack-a-mole. I believe we have footage of their beta testing here.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
That poor little guy, he's trying and trying, but not really getting anything.
Well, he's getting all of them. He's
but he's not actually filling his belly.
Yeah. I believe that's version 2.0. Bite this. Hey, Cynthia, licking app. Good idea or bad idea?
You talking to me or to Kate?
Yeah, I'll talk to Cynthia. That's right. I'm just losing my mind.
You said Cynthia and you looked at Kate.
I know. I'm just losing my mind.
Yeah, we do.
All blondes.
Thank you.
All
right. So first of all, I definitely believe this is a case where you have to cover your phone with a condom before you use this, because every study says that your phone and your iPad are covered with nasty, nasty, nasty germs.
Okay.
So and actually, I'd be curious to hear what your test results are, Jim, because I understand that you've been using the app for a while, and I'd like to know what the girls say. What are they actually say anything's improved?
You're so way ahead of me right now.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You're so way ahead of me right now.
I'm so sorry.
I haven't found the app yet, but
What?
I know. I've been doing the show.
I thought about 10 girls had already gifted it to you.
So that assumes they want me down there.
Oh well.
As opposed to having like little fence and a border.
You never know how desperate women can get.
Okay, you'll have to tell me. Kate, as a proper married woman, what's your take on the licking app?
First of all, I didn't believe it was a real app,
Right.
but apparently I'm told that it is.
Right. So you're not getting this for your husband?
No.
Okay.
My husband has no need of this.
Okay. his oral skills are sufficient. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see. But if you had any lady friends that had problems with their guys, would you recommend this to them? That their boyfriends get it.
I guess so.
Okay.
I guess so. There was a guy at college who could do tricks with his tongue, and everybody.
Such as.
Was he number 5?
He could stick his tongue down and then wiggle the very end, pointing this way.
Sticking his tongue down what?
No. Oh, Jim.
I'm busy. Looking at a hole in the bottom of his mouth.
No, it would go all the way down to here. And
okay. Poop.
Yeah.
Okay, poke it out from underneath.
Yeah, it could go in more directions than most times.
It wasn't partner number 5, right? Was it the husband? No.
It was not the husband.
Okay. No. Hey, John, you're familiar with apps. Can you think of any improvements on this?
I looked at the article and the screenshots,
right?
And I don't think I would lick my phone, but I think it's definitely educational. It kind of gives you the idea of what you should be doing.
Did you find it educational?
I already had quite the skills. That's why I know the exercises are good, because I know that is how you do it.
We'll ask you for references. Hey, Alex, your take on this?
Yeah, I think this is a useful app. If I may quote the infamous song by R&B artist 20 Fingers, you have to lick it before we kick it. However, the one bad thing about this app, I have to say, I do agree with one of your panelists. The idea of licking your phone, pretty disgusting. I imagine it probably has the same amount of germs as licking a toilet bowl. I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, I don't know what your toilet bowl is. I've never done a check on your phone either, but you're probably right. I'm told we're out of time. So thanks for finishing us off, Alex. Hey, issue number 4. Would you get a gizmo? They hit the big O. An implant delivers an orgasm at the push of a button has been patented in the United States. The implant would help women who are unable to achieve orgasms naturally. The patient remains conscious during the operation to help the surgeon find the best position for the electrodes in the spinal cord. Stuart Malloy, a pain surgeon in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, made the breakthrough one day when he failed to hit the right spot. Don't we all? I was placing electrodes and suddenly the woman started exclaiming emphatically. He says, quote, I asked her what was up and she said, quote, you're gonna have to teach my husband to do that, unquote. Trials for the device will start later this year. I think we've got research footage.
I finally got that on tape. Very good, Chris.
Yeah, I was hoping for the remote version. But, okay, Kate. Orgasm implant, good idea or bad idea?
I can't see doing that.
Right. You prefer it the old-fashioned way,
I
right?
do. I'm an old-fashioned girl.
Would your husband prefer it the new-fashioned way?
I don't think so.
Because then all you could do is just hit a remote, and when you're in the mood, just...
Well, that doesn't seem very interesting, does it? For him?
Well, it depends. I mean, maybe he's watching a game or something. He just doesn't need
it's true. He likes he likes baseball, which is a long game.
Okay, right. And so, God forbid he takes time for baseball to fulfill his marital duties, right?
Yeah.
All right. Cynthia.
Well, I think this is just another excuse for men to be lazy.
Right.
But actually, from my point of view, I think it would be the right thing to do. And why do I need a man? I just press the button.
Right. Okay.
You know, so it's a shortcut.
Right.
And I'm all in favor of shortcut. Who needs foreplay? Just press the button and get it over with.
Is that your take on things?
Some men,
Okay.
in my voluminous experience.
Okay. But you still need someone to smash the spiders and lift heavy objects, right?
Oh, I do that myself.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you're looking forward to this, right?
Well, I don't think I really want the implant. There's plenty of other battery-powered devices that can suffice.
Okay.
Surgery seems an extreme place to go.
I'll take your word for it, but this seems to be a one touch button push thing as opposed to working it. Okay. But, all right. But let's see. Would you get your HMO to cover it if it was available?
For if I had a serious sexual dysfunction, which of course I do not.
Okay.
But of course, I think that women who are not able to achieve orgasm should absolutely be covered through their insurance by this program.
Under the same clause as Viagra, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Or
And penis
even
pumps.
penis pumps or any other erectile dysfunction categories, because I think there's actually implantable
Yeah.
devices that happen as well.
That's true. Hey,
So-
John, can you think of a way to improve this?
Improve it?
Yeah, you're a hacker, right? Could you imagine what would you do if you could hack this device?
Man, I hadn't thought of this.
Imagine the power you would have.
Hack it with a
Make
garage door
them
opener.
happier and whine less. Like happier with the dishes I left in the sink.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Right. Well, you imagine if you could hack into someone's remote, right? Like, right? And then you can just make women happy in mass. Could you do that as an engineer that you are?
No, I'm software.
You can program software to make that happen?
This is a hardware problem.
Oh, okay.
And analog,
Is that what
too.
she said?
That's what she said. Yeah.
Hey, Alex, I got a minute left, so I gotta give you the last word on this. What's your take on a push button happy device?
Gosh. Yeah. I'm speechless. I don't really know what to say about it. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't think any of my past girlfriends needed one.
Are you sure?
Yeah, okay. All right.
Well, you are gonna take a look at the app, the licking app, right? All right, but don't worry. That's this device is version 2.0 of that, so you have something to look forward to in your old age. So maybe an anniversary present for the wife, right?
I thought I only had a minute to respond to you. Man. Not cool.
You can't even give me a minute, Alex. What makes you think you don't need this device? Oh, what? Now we're out of time. Thank you very much, Alex. On to our second break. And we are back from our second break. Hey, if for all those people who want to send us snide remarks, comments, or whatever, I believe we have our email and Twitter information below. It's barely covering my nipples right now. The graphics guy got it right. And so feel free to send us a comment. Anyways, we are now on to our fact-checking segment. This is where we learn where we got things we got wrong during the course of the show. And for that, we rejoin Timothy Walton in our legal department. Hey, Timothy, how did we do tonight?
Well, Jim, as usual, there are a number of issues that need to be addressed. So I'll start with John. John, Harvard mathematicians have determined that any woman willing to talk to you is already inured to horror. Jim, when you're counting the 5 lovers,
Yes.
sheep and prostitutes don't count.
Oh, then I'm back down to 0 again. Damn. I got to get cracking.
That's right.
Yeah.
But Cynthia, the only other wiggle room in this formula is to count fingers and divide by 10.
Okay.
Does that still get her down to single digits?
No.
No.
10 divided by 10 is 1. That's not the right answer.
Still single digits. I've yet to down to single digits.
On the other hand, Kate, any woman that can turn 29 every year can have every new lover be the 5th one.
Oh, great.
Awesome. Happy 29th.
Thanks.
There you go. Wait a minute.
Jim,
Yes.
You are too old to say totes.
I don't even know what it means.
Totally.
Like totally?
Totally,
Okay.
like totally.
Like cray cray
totes.
means crazy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Craig,
right. Yeah.
Yeah, thankfully I am too old for that. Like I am for, what is it? Justin Bieber music.
And the licking app.
I hope I am too old for the
Totally
looking
not,
at. Totes. Totes.
I've missed Timothy.
Timothy, you have a fan.
That's very nice.
I guess you could be 101, Timothy.
I need to point out to John, once you get the Scarlett Johansson operating system, you will be licking your phone.
Ooh. Hey, you can develop that and make a lot of money.
I'm gonna start working on it today.
As long as you don't spend, as long as you don't buy too much of your own product. That's what every drug dealer
Hey,
says.
it's free for me.
Yeah, well, a lot of things are free for you.
Actually, John, your next project is to connect the licking app and the surgical implant.
Ooh, that would be pretty good.
I've already mastered that, kind of, the old-fashioned way.
No, from your references, we just checked. Apparently not. There's room for improvement.
I've gotten great reviews.
You 4 stars on Yelp?
Yeah, go to 5. Come on.
Okay, we got a minute left, Timothy.
Jim, that news article about the surgical procedure,
Yes.
you do realize that's from 2001, right?
Hey, I still have hope. It got reposted again like a few weeks ago, so yeah.
Yeah, but I noticed they didn't say that they'd worked out the kinks.
You know, it's you always have hope. It's like solar power. You always want it to work, but it really doesn't. You know, or works well.
You want the price to come down.
You want the price to come down. That's right. Make it more feasible.
Right.
I think a solar-powered orgasm might be not as intense as others.
Well, we always have wind power. Or hydroelectric, baby. That's because I really don't want to go nuclear down there. If you get my drift. I'm just glad Alex got off easy on this one for the fact checking.
Oh yes. By the way, Alex, she does like sailboats.
All right. Hey, Timothy, thanks. We just hit the end of the show. Thank you very much to you and to the panel and to the crew. Thanks for watching. Later.